What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blueclouds Media. As usual, I'm live represented live here in the States, and we are back from preseason. There's a lot of news going on, which we will be talking about. A lot of news going on. New players that are in the joint Chelsea at this moment in time. We'll be talking about Jackson. We'll be talking about Vlahovic, latest link. And also Tyler Adams also linked. We'll be talking about those players. And also the big setback, the injury blow of our player Lukaku. What is next for Pochettino and Chelsea Football Club as this season? It's about a week to go. And also we'll be coming back before the season starts. We'll be coming back with our, we're going to come out with a lineup who we think will make it to the top 6 by the end of the season. So the prediction will be coming back soon. So if you join us, whatever you're joining us from, let us know. Give us a thumb up and send us a message and in the comment section below. And I'll take my time to read a message for you. And also send your comments in. Comments and questions are very, very important for the platform. Big up to Afro Tender and also Phantom of Many Topics. And where are we going to start from? We're going to be starting from, what's his name over here? We'll be starting from no one else, but then, in a second. Yes, we'll be starting from the Lukaku situation before we move on to any other person. Leeds Blue Club Show, 100% Chelsea says hi. Big up to you, my brother. I hope you're doing very, very well. It's been a while, but we are back from preseason. It was a long, long journey, traveling around the country, following the football club. But then I'm back. I'm settled at this moment. We're going to get this show going. I'm being joined here by who else? The most co-host of the show, Stevie Wonder. Welcome again, Stevie Wonder. Welcome to Blueclouds Media. How was your day, Steven?
Yeah, it's been good. You right?
I'm doing all right. I'm very, very happy from how things are going so far. You could tell that the boys are ready. They are ready to rock, and things are looking lively. Right now.
Yeah, I mean, from what we saw, it's definitely been quite a few improvements, but that's not very difficult. I don't know if I mentioned it on stream, but I definitely said it to you on a call on the little group we have, that it seems like we're fitter than we were even from pre-season last year, right through the season. Any point last year, we already seem fitter. So I feel like we're going to run teams into the ground. We're going to wear them down. Our fitness is going to be a big thing for us. And it could be pivotal in games that we play.
Yeah, Steven, you're spot on. You can tell that this time the preseason is way different from last year's preseason. We did talk about that. We did talk about how preseason went for Chelsea last season. Preseason wasn't great, and then the return of the transformation from one owner to the other owner, and also some players did not come in at the right time, and some transfer deals were not right in our opinion. in my opinion, I know some of these transfer were not right. Aubameyang, who was in for a specific style of play, which he didn't get much time to work with the manager that brought him in, because we know Thomas Tuchel really knew how to work, Aubameyang
Aubameyang.
very well, how to work with him, and he didn't get a chance to work with him. Then it went on, and he was being sacked. Another coach has to come in. He didn't get much time to bring kind of a player that he wants. It was all Chelsea bringing in those players, money spent wrongly. But this time, you could tell there was a certain manager prioritizing certain players that would fit his style of play. And we saw the Nicholas Jackson, who was a risk buying player, very, very low. I think around 35 million, 40 million, which Chelsea brought in from the Spanish
Roughly
league.
35 million, yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea brought him from the Spanish league. He hadn't had much cup time. I mean, cup games or games with the national team. But then, from what we've seen so far, Steven, would you say he's a risk buying player, or do you think that Chelsea have got this over the line this time with Nicholas Jackson?
It's early to say, but the early signs are very, very good. Let's put it this way, right? It will, if we look at it in detail, right? Because website I sent to you, you can look at different things from last season, stuff like that. Looking in detail at the two players, Højlund, the United assigned, Rasmus Højlund, we were linked with, and Jackson, they're very similar. And United paid more than double the amount. They paid, I think it was 75 million, something like that. So they paid over double for what would look to be, and I'm not talking goals, assists, stuff like that. I'm talking like in-depth things. Yeah, not your generic stuff. Look like the same players.
Yeah, I agree with you, Stephen. Chelsea have spent much. I mean, Chelsea have spent lots of money, but this time you can tell that they spend the money wisely. Big up to you, Phantom of Mini Topic. He says, and currently I'm not a stakeholder of Manchester United, which okay. Hello, Stephen. That's coming from Phantom of Mini Topic. He said hi to you. Big up to you. I can't say the name more, but I don't want to butcher the name. So he said the last name I think is Seen. I'm sure that's what the name is. Phantom of Mini Topic against Fofana and Cucurella and Modric. Bad deals. Fofana, which I know from beginning
Fofana's
was
been
a
unlucky
plan.
though. Fofana's
Steven,
been unlucky with injuries.
well, you cannot. Okay, I agree with you. He's been unlucky with injuries, but then you could blame or point fingers at those that look into Fofana before bringing him to the football club, because he's having numerous injury at Leicester City before Chelsea.
No, but he literally went into a more in-depth medical than you would normally have in the United States to make sure of it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have done the deal. They specifically sent him to the US to do even more in detailed medical than what you generally do, to basically make sure that it wasn't high risk and stuff like that. But look, he's unlucky. I think if we can manage him properly when he's coming back, he can be a top player for us. But sometimes it takes a long time for players to get over injuries. I mean, he won't be coming back till back end of the season. Maybe if we can avoid it, don't play him until next season. Let him have that time to integrate back into the squad, build up his strength, get back to a top level in his training so he's ready for preseason. Maybe that's our plan. It depends when his scheduled timeline of return to players. Mudryk is too soon for me. He looks good from what we've seen in preseason. He definitely looks a better player. He came in January. He hadn't played games since about October, November, because that's when the Ukraine season ends and that's when the World Cup was. So there was no Champions League football then either. So they weren't even playing friendlies or Champions League. So he'd played nothing since October. So I feel like that's harsh. He looks better in preseason so far. I think he'll be good for us this season under Poch. I'm looking forward
to not to catch you off, coming to preseason with Ukraine under 21 team, which he really performed very well. So coming to preseason, he was really on form.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, right? He'd played for us, and then he had a short break, and then he went to the under 21 Euros with Ukraine, same tournament. Colwell was at, Madueke was at, and a few other Chelsea players, of course. And he looks good coming into preseason. He looks good for us, and I'm actually excited to see what he can do. I like the little link up he had with Madrid. I'm talking about Madrid. That's clever. I like the little link up he had with Jackson for his goal for the goal that Madrid scored on the half volley against Brighton, if I remember rightly.
Yeah,
So hopefully we can
with
see a
his
bit more of that.
left leg on the other side. I think a right leg. If I could,
His right, yeah.
yeah, his right
It was
leg.
a little flick from Jackson, and that, yeah, very nice goal.
Right. So yes, we did talk about the preseason, comparing this preseason and last season's preseason. We're trying to compare that, and what went wrong for Chelsea last season, and we're trying to compare that to this season. But the news of the day is Chelsea could be edging closer to signing Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic, according to Gazzetta dello Sport, the Italian journalist and an Italian newspaper brought this news out yesterday, which is Chelsea's looking into that. Also, Chelsea and Juventus have scheduled a new round of talk to discuss Vlahovic and Lukaku swap deal. It will take place in probably intermediary. Juventus insist on 40 million fee to be included, but crucial point is Chelsea decision on Vlahovic. It's up to Mauricio Pochettino. Is Mauricio Pochettino really interested in the striker? And we know how good Vlahovic was with, I think, Florentina before. Was it Florentina before he moved to Juve, right? Florentina, how good he was before he moved to Juventus. And you cannot judge. I tell some people that you cannot judge Vlahovic based on what they've seen at Juve, because Juve, the entire team hasn't been that good. Some recruitment hasn't been well, and also they've gone through a lot of backroom stuff, which is deduction of points, certain things that Juventus, shouldn't done. They've done it, so all this can affect the team psychologically. We'll be looking at that. Also, Chelsea were recently linked with a swap for Adams as an alternative to Moses Caicedo, the
No, not
Ecuadorian. But
alternative as well
now,
as.
alternative as of now. But now it appears that they want both players, according to Fabrizio Romano. The West London club's hierarchy have made contact with Adams' representative and are exploring the cause of the deal. So yes, that is what is going on at this moment. And why Tyler Adams? There's a reason, and we'll get into why Chelsea should exploit the deal and bring in Tyler Adams. Is he an upgrade to what we're looking for? Like I said, if it was going to be an alternative, then I'll say it is not an upgrade for what we're looking for. But it looks like Chelsea are trying to exploit two, just like I read earlier on. So if Chelsea are exploring the two, then I'll say it will be good, because Tyler Adams is a guy, he's a workaholic, he's got the legs, he can work for over 90 minutes. So Chelsea will also open talks over deal for Leeds United, negotiation player of Forest, Aston Villa, Everton. They're all into Tyler Adams. Everyone will want this player, but who will be the high team to go in for it? So we'll be looking at that also as we go on. Stephen, let's start with Chelsea linked to Dusan Vlahovic and the talks surrounding social media platform. Is Mauricio Pochettino's style of play? Does it fit into the style?
I mean, I've heard some people say he wants him, some people say he doesn't. I mean, if he does want him, then we know obviously he has a plan for him. We know that the board will talk to him and look at his opinion. I don't know. I think we want different varieties, different styles of striker, so that we're not limited on one style of play. I think that's what we're looking at. I've not seen enough of him to say definitively, but yeah, I do think that's the plan, is to get different styles, so we're not limited to one style of play and one striker. We can mix it up, confuse opponents, things like this. But yeah, I saw a report saying essentially that we are getting closer in valuation between us and Juventus. on the deal.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Maybe a deal can be done. And who knows, maybe it gets done in time for him to be in a squad, but I doubt he'll be in a squad for Liverpool, even if it does get done in time.
I mean, if a couple of weeks ago I wouldn't talk about Vlahovic, but because of we have Nkunku, we have Armando Broja, and they have Nicholas Jackson in the team. But now the setback is Nkunku might likely go or will likely go. Would not start the league, and he'll be out for probably around 3 to 4 months, Steven, if that is the report.
Roughly, yeah, that's what
Roughly
it looks
3 to
like
4
at the
months.
moment.
So
I think it was 3 to 4 months, but obviously we know that some players can recover quicker anyway. So who knows? But even if he does recover quicker, do not rush him back, because I think so. I'm not sure if you remember. So, well, you probably do. You remember he got injured in training for the World Cup with the French national team.
go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, you remember he got injured in training for the French national team for the World Cup.
Mhm.
It was a ligament, his LCL to be specific, if I remember correctly, of his left knee, his left leg.
Steve, I'm not cutting you off. When you're done with what you're talking about, you can read this comment for me.
Yep.
From Scala United.
I
Big
see
up to you, Scala United. A big up to you. I123, love you. It's always nice to see you guys all back again. We got 6 of us watching the stream right now. Guys, do me a favor. Just copy the link and then share it on any other Facebook page that you found yourself to help the channel out. And you guys have done a remarkable job, a wonderful job since this channel has been there. We've been on and off, and I go beyond, up and above my limit, even to do more things that you wouldn't see some other content creators doing. I got lots to offer to this platform, and I've done close interviews with Roberto De Zerbi. You'll be surprised, like Blueclouds. Yeah, I did a close interview with Roberto De Zerbi, and I've done some behind the scenes shots with my co-worker that we all bring you guys a platform. We've been following the team everywhere they go since they came to America preseason. So we have a lot of behind the scenes footage and images. Can you imagine? I was able to meet Owen Hargreaves and then Michael Owens, legends. This thing you can bear, it's not that easy to meet these legends and take photographs with them. So yeah, I've been a lucky guy because of a Blueclouds media company. I've been a lucky guy being able to meet these legends and take pictures with them. I met A. Matson also during the preseason. So yeah, I'm a lucky guy. I'm very, very happy for what I'm doing. I don't need a billions to do what I'm doing, but I'm just happy to be able to do what I'm doing. And luckily, I have a wonderful partner who supports everything that I do, and God bless her too. So yes, Steven, go ahead. When you're done, you can read this message coming from Scala United. You were talking about the injury. I think you talked about some injury.
Oh yeah, so at the World Cup, in training before the World Cup, he injured, I think if I remember rightly, it was his LCL, which is a ligament in your leg, and that was his left leg, left knee. And if I'm not mistaken, this one's also the left knee again, but it's different. This one's meniscus. It's a different thing completely. So it looks like he's got issues with his left knee again, which is not good.
Okay.
So yeah, don't rush him back. Let's take our time, make sure he's ready. Because who knows? Maybe, if we're being honest, Carney also started at 10 in pre-season, so Carney probably starts at 10 versus Liverpool. So who knows? Carney gets some minutes. Carney could impress again. He's impressed when he's got minutes so far for us, whether it be pre-season or last season. That's in right. The limited minutes he got. It's a different role for him this time. If he impresses, obviously there's no need to necessarily... Well, I would still sign someone because you can't roll with just one player in that position. Because you can bring someone in, and then if Nkunku's ready in January, you can either put Carney deeper or loan him out until the end of the season, and then assess him pre-season and see where we're at. even if it means you just get someone in on loan for a period of time, it doesn't really make a difference. That would be my look on it, is maybe get someone on loan till the end of the season that's enough
Assessing
quality
the
to come
striking
in.
role. The striking role.
No, to replace Nkunku, because Nkunku was going to be either a 10 or a winger, because we were on about his injury. So if we get someone come in till the end of the season, and then you can possibly loan out Carney at a later date when Nkunku's back or something. On the striker, I'm not completely sold on Vlahovic, but if Pochettino wants him, then that's fine by me. But if we're just doing it to get Lukaku off the books, then that's the wrong way to go about it. We shouldn't take one of their players just to get Lukaku off the books.
I mean, it won't be that bad if Pochettino have to, try to assess other strikers, because I know the way Vlahovic play will be similar role, similar to how Harry Kane play at. He was playing under Pochettino when he was at Tottenham Hotspur. I was going to say when he was at Tottenham Hotspur, but he's still there. He hasn't moved yet. So yeah, similar role.
That would be interesting to watch away from Chelsea for a second. That's going to be interesting to watch, because we were told Bayern to put in one final offer and it got rejected. Now there's talks they're going to make another offer.
Yeah, it's strange. It's strange. All right, Steven, I want to read some few comments here. And can you take this for me? I'll let you take that one when I mention your name. All right, Phantom of Minute Topic said for Fana.
We've done that one.
Yeah, we've done that one. So probably this one, Phantom has good connection. All right, so Phantom, do not worry. When they got about 15 minutes to go, guys, I will send the link in. And if you're still watching us, you can jump in and let us know what you make of preseason so far. So do not hesitate at all, Phantom. If you have good link, that's good. Steven, go for this.
You guys need to take Mount back. That brother is awful as I expected.
I mean, what do you expect? Scala United. It will take time for him to understand Erik ten Hag's style of play. I'll tell you, look, that young player, which is Mason Mount, he's a good player. But look, he needs some kind of a trust from a coach, a coach that really understands the way he plays. He's not skillful, so you're not gonna see that kind of a flair and work from Mason Mount. He's different, but he's got the legs. That's the most important thing of Mason Mount. He has the leg, and then once in a while, you're gonna see something exceptional coming from Mason Mount, but you're not gonna see that flair. He will press, which is something that Erik ten Hag needs from his team. Players that can press, and Mason Mount to give you that, but he's not that kind of a midfield player that can. He doesn't play like Bruno Fernando is. So let's give him time. We're very happy.
Ready.
Yes,
away
sir.
from Chelsea, we got breaking news.
Go ahead. Transfers. All right, breaking news on Blueclouds Media. Go ahead, Steven. Breaking news.
Arsenal and Brentford have reached an agreement on David Raya to join Arsenal as a new goalkeeper.
It's a long time coming. Finally, it has happened. Just like
that's coming out from Fabrizio Romano just now.
All set. Thank you very much, Steven, for that breaking news. So
I'm surprised it got done so quick. I'm good. Just quickly on that before we go back to what we were planning.
Yeah, I also have something to talk about.
Interested to see what happens now. What's going to happen with Ramsdale? Who's going to be number one? Because you've just paid 40 million, I think it is probably going to be, because that's roughly the fee that Brentford wanted. 40 million for what is probably going to be your backup keeper. Unless they're going to have it as a competition, then we have to see what happens. But it's going to be interesting, because he had Martinez, he had Leno, he's got Ramsdale, now he's got Raya. You keep changing the goalkeepers.
It's to me, it's out. I don't think it's really makes sense, because Ramsdale, to me, he's done some mistakes in the past, but every goalkeeper will concede goals. You asking for a goalkeeper to play out from the back. What do you expect? Definitely there will be pressure. They will be making mistakes, because even outfield players that are playing that defensive role makes lots of mistakes. They make a lot of Fofana. Thiago Silva, they have given passes to opposition teams before many times. So what do you expect from a goalkeeper? Who do you expect him to play out from the back? Definitely going to make mistakes. And then you bring in Davirea to come in, and what's he going to do? He's not going to be a second choice goalkeeper. What do you make of Ramsdale right now? What do you make of him? Is it that bad? All right, let's see what the future
I'm not
lies
sure
for.
if he's that bad. Let's get the view of the people in the chat. Who do they think could be the starter? Do you think Ramsdale starts, or do you think Raya starts? As in, once Raya's been in for a bit, because he's not going to start immediately. That would be silly, right? Surely he's not going to start straight away. Come game week, let's say game week 10, who do you think's the starting goalkeeper for Arsenal? Do you think it's David Raya, or do you think it's Aaron Ramsdale?
All right. So that's a question here. This is to Steven. So what do you think of 60 million for Maguire and McTominay from West Ham United? Are the Hammers that desperate? No, Manchester United have rejected the 60 million for those two players.
Yeah, they
Because
rejected
60 million,
it because it
they
was
rejected
30
it
million and 30 million, literally 30 million even each.
for Maguire.
I don't know why they
taking 30 million
rejected
for
30
Maguire.
million for McTominay. They're
30
doing
million.
daylight robbery. 30 million for McTominay's robbery. I don't know why they rejected that.
McTominay has bright future and he's a very good player. So McTominay for 30 million, it's not that bad. But at least 40 million, 45 million for Maguire wouldn't be that bad either.
I still think, given they got 100 million guaranteed for Declan Rice, they can do a lot better than McTominay and Harry Maguire.
Scala United say your audio and video are out of synchronized. Probably don't sync together. It has to be with the internet. That's what I don't like about StreamYard. It has to be with the internet, because right here on my screen it looks perfect, but then when you go on YouTube, because I have YouTube over here and I can see myself and it's not looking. It looks blurry.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. It looks blurry. Apologize, guys.
Before the stream starts, it's always
I'm just
fine.
hoping. Yeah, I'm just hoping I could be done. I got some few months left. I'll be done. I paid a year subscription, so I'll be done with the what do you call it, StreamYard, and I'll be going back to my OBS. I'd never had this problem. I never had these problems at all until I moved to StreamYard. Very annoying. So thank you very much, Scala United, for giving me that feedback. And also we have here Phantom Minitop. He said Ramsdale will be an upgrade for many teams, which is true. Ramsdale is an elite keeper. I would trade Kepa plus 40 million to get Ramsdale. Kepa's problem is the height. The new keeper that we have right now, Sanchez, he's way taller than Kepa.
He's
way taller.
6'5", 6'6", I think, right?
Yeah. Way taller than Kepa. So Kepa has height issues. You can see that screamer coming from what's his name? That is this Skid from Tottenham Hotspur last season.
Skip.
Yeah, that screamer coming from him. Kepa should be able to stop that. He just jump. I think he likes too much of these antics, the acrobatic, instead of just focusing on where the ball is going. He likes to flip his legs and hands everywhere, but then he's not stopping the ball, getting to the back of the net. So,
if I remember rightly, just quickly on that, if I remember rightly, when it was during COVID and stuff, you were allowed to put an emergency goalkeeper. So it was like 4th or 5th choice keeper, whatever. And we put Petr Cech down, right? And he was helping in training and stuff like that. And if I remember rightly, it came out that it's a fundamentals issue. Because of his height, he jumps, but then he can't get set in time to dive. So if someone's taking a long shot and there's people in front of him, he tends to sort of jump slightly so that he can see where the ball is and stuff at times. Mm-hmm. And then he don't have time to get down and react to get to where he needs to get to.
Big up to you, our brother watching us from Senegal. He said, I love you guys watching us from Senegal. Big up to you. Thank you very much. We've seen your comments. We've seen your where you're watching us from. Thank you very much for joining us today. And also Scala United said Ramsdale is decent, but more and more teams want to play out from the back, which Raya suit to look at Chelsea and United. Both got ball playing goalkeepers. Arteta following suit. I understand. But then you can't spend that much money and have that trust in Ramsdale, and then you want to replace him within just a season. It's very difficult. If we get anything over 30 million for both Maguire and McTominay, we need to build a
Need to build a
statue for David Moyes. All right, big up to you, to my brother. Okay, I've read that one. Phantom of Mental. Why don't Chelsea hijack Onana? Look, he's a very good goalkeeper, but
we got priced out of it, right?
Yeah, he has a problem with himself. Behind the scenes, Onana can be very, very indisciplined. Look at what he did to Maguire. I think he knows the problem with Maguire already coming to Manchester United. So as soon as he came in, he tried to pick a player that he can be messing with. You get what I'm saying? So he saw Maguire. Maguire made that mistake. He just went right on his face and then started making those silly antics, which I think is disrespectful to a player like Harry Maguire. Onana has no right to do that. I'm sure Ten Hag will definitely have to talk to him on that. It is not right. It is not right at all, because Onana himself makes a lot of mistakes. And if Ten Hag doesn't put that right, Onana will give him trouble, because I know the situation between Onana and the Cameroonian national team. Why he was being sacked from during the World Cup, he was being taken down. He was being taken away from the team.
He had a falling out, didn't he, with the coach or something?
Yeah. Very, very disrespectful player. And I know him. He sometimes overconfident and he does so many mistakes. He can walk the ball to the center of the pitch. And when he make a mistake to take the ball away, it's straight into the goalpost. So Onana is a good goalkeeper, but I'm sometimes overconfident, and he has so much behind the scenes issue. So if you want to get to Onana, Manchester United fans have to keep your eyes on Onana. He's trouble sometimes. Danny Cross said that Chelsea weren't in for Onana, but they were in for what's his name?
Højlund, or however you pronounce it. He's the striker they signed, the one that I was on about earlier.
Oh, okay, they just announced him. Yeah. So thank you very much, Danny Cross. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for, and also do not forget to like the video whilst you're here and be part. We will be streaming that. We'll be trying to keep a little bit more consistency, but probably day after day because of our schedules and work that we got going on. We'll try as much as we can to provide you guys with the content you want to hear, and make sure I'm trying to make more members and more mods on this platform. I have taken some mod off, but then if you're more consistent on this platform and see you over and over, I will make you part of the show. And also, yes, if you're watching us from the States, let me know. What do you think of Simon Jordan's Simon Jordan? Is it Simon Jordan?
Yeah, Simon Jordan, the guy that's on TalkSport.
Yeah, what about him? Is he I know he's going through some kind of cancer.
He had, so I don't know what specifically Danny is on about, but I saw that
Steve,
clip
he's
earlier
directly
today.
to you, Steve. It's not me.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, we can both answer. I mean, do you know what I mean? But I don't know specifically what you're asking about, but I did see the video that you're referencing there earlier today, where he said basically he didn't want to do it because he wants attention.
Yeah,
he's done it to get people to go and get checked because it's a very important thing, if that's what Danny's referring to. Because of, he said, I think it was this morning, right? Or the clip came out this morning.
It's this morning. Let me say this real quick. Danny,
right?
Let me say this real quick. Danny, I know your question is directly to Stephen, but you will be surprised. I live in America and I listen to what's his name? Simon Jordan more than Steven even does. So I listen to the show 4 hours to the shows from 5 o'clock in the morning till I think 8 o'clock when he was done before the other two guys took over, and then also Danny Baines also took over. So I listen to Talk Sports more than you can even imagine. So, but I understand directly to Steven because he lives in the UK, and I get it. So that's okay. Let's go, Steven.
Mm-hmm. I'm just typing something in the private chat about the sponsor thing, by the way. Just
okay.
So that
and also Chelsea have. There is rumors going on that there will be a kit sponsor, which will be. Did you say Infinity?
Yeah. So Matt Law has now said Chelsea are yet to comment or offer confirmation. It is understood that Infinite Athlete are the company with a deal on the table to become the new front of shirt sponsor. I've also just seen somebody say that it's a £50 million sponsorship. 50 million, I think, per year, I would presume. Yeah, 50 million a season, apparently.
Danny Cross said it's only for me, or is your audio coming first than video?
Oh, that's what somebody was saying earlier.
That's
about
what somebody was saying. It has to do either YouTube or it has to do with StreamYard, because these software applications that I'm using, StreamYard, which a lot of you might know, it's an online application, and if the service is not that strong, we go through this problem. I apologize, guys. I apologize. Like I said, I'm much done with this StreamYard thing. I'll be going to my old way of streaming, which is OBS. With OBS, I don't face these issues. So apologize. Maybe tomorrow it might not be the same way. So Danny, I'm very, very sorry for the poor connection and the technical hitch behind. So thank you very much for letting me know. Go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, no, apparently it's a 50 million pound sponsorship, and apparently, according to Matt Law, although we've not got confirmation yet, it will be Infinite Athlete. Our current sponsorship, well, I say current, it's no longer our sponsorship. Our sponsorship with Free was about 40 million per season. And then if you remember, because we had one rejected by the Premier League, that was Paramount Plus, and then we had the gambling and crypto one, which the fans didn't want for obvious reasons. That was turned down by the fans. Then people are saying we'll only be able to get a sponsorship for about 20 to 25 million pound without Champions League, but it seems like this is going to be 50 million pound without Champions League, when people thought we'll get 20 to 25 million without Champions League after the other deals were rejected. Well, one was rejected by Prem, as I said, and then the fans didn't want the other one, which was, I can't even remember who. Oh, it was the gambling and crypto one, Stake. The fans didn't want that one, and then people are saying Chelsea only get dropped it down to about 25 million that they wanted for their sponsorship for front of shirt. But our old sponsorship with Free was 40 million, and apparently this new one with Infinite Athlete is 50 million pound. We've got that without any European football.
Phantom of Minute Topic said I missed what you said. He says new. It's not official yet, but it's rumors.
It's not official. It's not official. They've not commented, but it's expected to be Infinite Athlete.
Right. So yeah, let me know if it sound okay. Steven, can you check if the volume and then the video sound it looks okay now?
Video quality is good.
Yeah.
Everything looks in sync now.
Okay, so thank you very much, Danny. Danny Cross. Yeah, Danny Cross. Let me know what you think. Is it okay right now? Big up to you, Daniel Crane. Is it 007? Big up to you. And I'm very happy to see 007 on my platform right here. There we go. Legends are on the show. Daniel Crane. Big up to you, Daniel Crane. He said, breaking news. Chelsea FC. New shirt sponsor for 2023-2024 season has agreed to pay more than the 40 million than the agreement with previous partner 3 UK. Okay, the previous one is 3 UK.
The previous one was free.
Yeah. So thank you very much for that. Thank you very much, Danny. Okay, Phantom of Mini Topics and Nick Jackson is Diego Costa quality. Yes, it is a
too
good.
Early. Let's
see more. Let's see more about 5-10 games in the Premier League. Then we know he's getting close to a Diego Costa quality, because the animal in Diego Costa is unbelievable. When his days at Chelsea, Marcin said, my brother from Senegal said, I think Kepa is not bad. He need just to be supported. I think with Pochettino support, he will improve, which I agree with you 100%.
I still think Sanchez long term is our starting keeper for the season.
Okay. Pochettino is a very, very good manager, so definitely, he will work on these players. Go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, I still think long term this season it's got to be Sanchez. I don't think it'd take long for him to displace Kepa from the number one spot. The other thing I would say is that the best seasons of Robert Sanchez were under I think it's Ben Roberts. I think it's his name.
Yeah,
Who?
Robert,
Yeah, he's
Robert Sanchez. Yeah.
the goalkeeping coach who came from Brighton with Potter and Potter's staff. Ben Roberts is still here. He's apparently the guy who recommended us to go for Robert Sanchez. Now Robert Sanchez's best seasons were when he had him as a goalkeeping coach. So hopefully he can get him back to that. He can be our keeper for 1 or 2 seasons, preferably 1, in my view. And then you go out and get a top keeper on top wages. And then you go and you fight in Europe within the coming seasons.
That's right. Thank you, Steven. What Infinity Athletes sponsor? Never heard of them. Yeah, there are the companies out there.
I think I could be wrong. I think somebody said that they're linked somehow with Usain Bolt. I don't know if that's
Phantom
true.
is hoping for some song again. All right, Daniel Crane. Says the sponsor is the same sponsor used in an Olympic year with partnership of Usain Bolt. So that's right. That's Stephen. That's what you just said, and also Daniel Crane.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Daniel Crane. If you don't know, you can follow me on Twitter or Twitter X, they call it. You can follow me on Twitter, Blueclouds Media LLC on Twitter, and we can be sharing messages back and front, Daniel. If you're on Twitter, follow me, Blueclouds Media. I'll send my Twitter link in there so you can follow me. We can go back and front and exchange messages in terms of news and stuff like that. So yeah, Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Daniel. I'll send my Twitter link in there. So if you're on Twitter, you can follow me. You can send me a message over there, and we can be communicating back and front. I like that. All right, thank you very much, Steven. We're gonna move on because we're heading close to an hour. We've done 42 minutes of streaming. Let's move on to the other link swap deal. Either Tyler Adams. Is he going to be an alternative for Moses Caicedo, or what is Mauricio Pochettino doing right now? Chelsea want to exploit those two players. Still wants to talk to Brighton and bring in Moses Caicedo and also Tyler Adams at the same time. What's going on here? Reported by Fabrizio Romano yesterday.
Yeah. I think I said it at the start of stream that essentially I think the plan was always to, if we get Tyler Adams, to go for him as well as Caicedo. But my view on the Tyler Adams thing, right? Okay, he's got relegation clauses, 20 million, but he also has a clause in his contract for relegation, which is some sort of loan clause, which means that provided anybody offers to pay Tyler Adams full wages for the season, they can take him on loan. For me, I would go for a loan with an option. The ball's in our court, then we take him on loan. You potentially get 20, 30 million from us if he performs well and we want to take him on. Right?
Right.
Then you also get Caicedo, because then you're not paying for Tyler Adams and Caicedo in the same window. You're getting one on loan, the other on a permanent. And also, I think he's actually got to be good depth. I think he's better quality than what people think he is. And it definitely help us. I mean, we've got Santos, Gallagher, Enzo, and and Leslie, but he's probably going out on loan. That's about all we've got for now for the deeper midfield positions. So I'd definitely be getting, if we're to sign him, I would get Adams on loan, and then you sign Caicedo on a permanent.
Man. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, Steven. That makes a lot of sense.
It's silly season, man. That's what we call it. Transfer window, silly season.
Transfer. Yeah, it is true. Guys, my Twitter link is right there. You can follow Blueclouds Media on Twitter and send me a DM, direct message me if you haven't time. Any question, throw it out there for me.
Is there a way you can pin it so it doesn't just keep scrolling and they can get it if they want it as the stream goes on?
Okay. Yeah, I'll pin it right there. Pin user. No. All right, let me go to YouTube and do that so I don't mess around it.
I know that you've starred it. Well, it says starred through StreamYard anyway.
Yeah, it will be StreamYard. It won't be on pin this message. So this is directly to, okay, that's right there. All right, so we'll move on from there, Steven. Thank you very much, as
Mhm.
usual. What about my club sponsoring for Chelsea? Is true or just a
Oh, I
rumor?
know what you're on about. Yeah, I know what you're on about. It's obviously not true. I think it was some sort of publicity thing that they were doing.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not true. We're getting more from Romano, by the way. He's saying that there's a good chance that Santos stays at Chelsea for the season, and Chelsea are considering Leicester City, obviously now in the Championship, and Serie A side Genoa as options for a Casadei loan. They're the two options for a Casadei loan: Leicester or Genoa. Genoa, a
Yeah.
first tier
You know what?
Italian team.
Italy, yeah. All right, tell Steven, when does the PlayStation FIFA 23 comes out? October. It's always in summer. It's always in
No,
summer.
it's not even FIFA 23. It's EAFC 24 or
Yes.
something.
They've parted away
No,
from FIFA.
September.
It's
It's
no more
September.
FIFA.
They parted
It
from
will be.
FIFA.
Yeah, and you can tell FIFA's also changed their logo. That logo that you see, those with so much colors around it, it's what FIFA is using right now. So I don't know, but yeah, it's no more. It's not going to be FIFA 23 anymore. It's going to be EA Sports. They part
Yeah, it
away
would have
from
been
FIFA. The
24
contract has
anyway.
come to an end. Yeah, it'll be 24. 23 is already out. That's what we're playing right now. So,
Mhm.
Daniel Crane said, we are not getting Adams on loan. It will be a permanent move. It's only 20 million to get him in. That's
Whether,
what Daniel Crane
well,
was
that's
saying.
not guaranteed anyway. But I'm saying realistically, the best way to do it would be a loan with an option, because
Mhm.
then we can evaluate him, and he's not guaranteed to be in next season taking up a spot of, say, Casadei goes on loan, he has a breakout season, and we want to bring him back into the fold next season. Having Adams on loan with an option does not block that. He doesn't block a pathway for Casadei or another player that's from midfield that we might send out on loan. That's why I would go with the loan with the option. It's a safer option for us. I mean, 20 million, it's not a lot, especially in this market. And
No,
if
not
he
at
was a
all.
get, I
And
mean, even if
he's
we
also a
gave him, what's
Premier
his
League
age
premium,
anyway? He's
Steven.
not even that old, is he?
Do what?
He's not even that old, is he?
No,
Tyler
no, no.
Adams,
No, it's not that old. I think it's really the 25.
24.
24, yeah. 24,
So
25, yeah.
if we gave him 7-year deal, he would be here till his 30s. But I don't think we should buy him right now. I do think it should be a loan.
Yeah, he said that Adams will not block a pathway. He will only come in for depth. Okay, guys, I have sent the link in there. Please let's concentrate a little bit more on the preseason stuff and then the football clubs and let's talk more on the transfer news of players that are coming in. If you're Arsenal fan, you're interested in what Arteta is doing right now, let me know. Let me know what you make of what's it, Declan Rice, and also Kai Havertz so far. I think we have Phantom of many topics behind the scenes waiting to get in there. Let me know what he's gonna say. Phantom, welcome to the streams, Phantom. How are you today?
Thank you. I want to show Stephen my Man United T-shirt, $16 US. Yeah, $16 US.
That T-shirt?
Right there. Yeah, you see it? See it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks nice.
They don't have the extra large, but the extra large kind of fits me. But it's it's a little bit tight, form fitting. But I like the loose ones, but I don't want to, pay like $150 to get it shipped here from England or the United States of America. But anyways, the earlier point was I wanted to say that uh, West Ham is crazy to offer 30 million for McTominay, and Man United is even more crazy to have rejected that. It's like, what the hell? I mean, the McTominay is below Ben White on the on the totem pole of a great cornerbacks, and
Um,
also yeah, go ahead.
Phantom, you as a as a Manchester United fan, I wouldn't say
Or Fulham
strong
or
fan,
Chelsea
but
or
you're
Roma.
a Chelsea United. You're also a Fulham fan. You're also I don't know,
I
many
can't
fans.
keep up.
Dortmund.
Dortmund,
Yeah.
and then United. Okay, you as a United fan at this moment, you're talking because you're wearing
Yeah.
United jersey. What do you make of the dealings so far? Mason Mount performance so far. Do you think he'd be okay?
Uh, well, someone said that Mason Mount did very well the other day in the scrimmage against whoever. They were down like 1-0 and at halftime, and then they made it like 3-0. But I didn't see Mason Mount do any scoring in that. But was it Martial or was it Anthony who scored? Did you see that the game I'm talking about? I don't remember the other team. It was like a European team.
I think
Was this
I
3-1
watched
from
one
the other day?
either. Yeah, I watched. I think about 3 days ago. I was watching that live on ESPN.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't watch it
So,
because I would have to watch it on their website, and I think they were charging, and I ain't paying to watch Man United.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, that's
yeah.
crazy. It was
So,
free. It
yeah,
was free on ESPN.
yeah. No, the Man United thing is the rumor is that the Qatar is going to buy Man United sometime around October or November. I'm involved in a heavy silver trade right now, so I can't be in Man United until
Do you
about September. Yeah,
do you think
yeah.
that deal? Do you think that deal is going to go through? Glazers will give United up for sale.
I think they have to because they have 20 bodyguards around them when they go to like Old Trafford. They literally have 20 bodyguards to protect them from the fans. I mean, why would you want to own a team where the fans hate you? I mean, like literally hate you enough to do you bodily harm.
So they can take more money out of the club, as they have been
Yeah,
doing for years.
but they paid what? How much did they pay? Like $1.5 billion for Man United, something like that. And plus, most of that was a leveraged buyout, anyways.
And they won 3 years
Using the club's asset, and they're going to sell it for. They rejected a 5.5 billion offer from Qatar, and they want like 6.5 billion. Qatar's right now offering about 6. So I think they will find a way. Just like I think Caicedo, and we will get Caicedo because we're gonna make. It's either gonna be 95 million or 90 million or whatever. But between the 6.5 million or 6.5 billion and 6 billion, they're not that far apart. They're only about half $500 million apart, and they'll probably meet somewhere in the middle, like maybe 6.2 or 6.3 or something like that. So it should be done by about October or November. As long as I'm in after around Labor Day, I should be fine for the deal. That's going to be a $10 increase in the stock price, and it's only like trading between 20 and 22 right now. So because they're gonna the Arabs are, I don't know if they're Arabs or not, but they're going to try to buy out the public stock so that they're going to set like a tender offer, and then basically they're just going to say, okay, your stock is now worth $32, sell it back to us so we can completely own Man United without any outstanding shares floating around in the New York Stock Exchange. And then after that, I'll get rid of the Man United. I bought this shirt just for you, Zion, just so I can show off another team shirt.
All right, thank you for thinking about me and buying a T-shirt just to on the platform and show off. But then I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Hey,
much.
you know what? I really can't do the YouTube thing, but if if Chelsea wins the championship, maybe I'll just sell you some money or something like that.
No problem, Phantom. It's all good. You don't have to. You have to be comfortable to be part of our membership and all that kind of stuff. But I know Phantom. It's not easy. It's not easy going around the shows of United States trying to create content and all that kind of stuff. So it's not easy. I understand. When the time is up, you can be part of our membership group here.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's in order to in order to send money through YouTube,
Phantom, that's
big,
no, please, do not get into that. You do that when the time comes. Everything comes with time. Everything comes in time. I like the way you support the channel all the way in Manila. You're supporting the platform. Anytime we go live, you are there. And I really appreciate for that. You don't have to be a member to support this platform alone. But then you being there every day. And I really and I like your communication, and I like how respectful you are to this platform. So all you can do is just share our links on any other Facebook platform that you find yourself. When you go live, just share our links for us. And also we're having Daniel here. Go ahead, Tom.
I'm glad that you and Steven are so knowledgeable about the other clubs, and you let us talk about the other clubs. I won't name names, but there was somebody else out there who would be like, "No, this Chelsea show, talk about Chelsea," and it's like, well, can we talk about other clubs once in a while? It's like, So, but I like it that you have the open format where we can talk about all the show, all the clubs out there. And even the other leagues too. Yeah.
Actually, that is what it's a media company, and it's not. I'm a Chelsea fan. Stevie is a Chelsea fan, but this platform is open for all sports discussion. That's how I want to do. I'm trying to make it a multi-culture fan base for the platform where Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, people can come. Everyone can come in, but because the platform is not in the UK, it's very, very difficult to cut across the message for everyone to know that this platform, this is what our idea, this is what we're trying to do. But, I have the access over here where I can, it's unfortunate I'm not in the UK, but I don't have to be in the UK to get the audience to us, but I know you guys understand, and also those that listen and come on the platform knows what we're trying to drive at and know what we're trying to achieve. Like Daniel Crane is sharing an information with us over here, and he's even asking questions back and forth with Stephen and sharing news with us. So I'm very, very happy with that, new members and those that have been here returning and all that kind of stuff. So
right,
we'll continue.
Might I make a suggestion while you're on hiatus? Because the real world, if you have like some sort of job, I don't know your background, but let's say if you have to work on an oil rig, for like 30 days at a time where you can't do the show, maybe let Steven do the show while you're absent or something like that. So that way you're not losing your fans, because like Kim So was here every day with me, but then he's not here anymore. Maybe it's because, you were gone for like a month or two, so you can't build up a fan base if you're going to be, gone for like a 30, 45 day period at a time, so maybe have Steven host the show or something.
Yeah, I've been trying very hard. Steven is getting to a point where he will be comfortable, and hopefully he will get there.
I'm sure we'll get there at some point. I'm sure.
We will.
I don't think I've ever seen Steven's face either. I don't know. Yeah.
Steven's face have been on the platform. Look, if you can remember, we used to do
the live match day vlogs.
The live vlog, the live match vlog, where Steven also interviews people in front of Stamford Bridge. So if you go back into our video, if you haven't seen Steven before, very, very handsome guy. He's right there with some nice beer. He likes to keep his beer up like that. Yeah, you see Steven out there.
And Steven, you do admit that Stamford Bridge, even though it is like 50 meters from Chelsea, the borough of Chelsea, it is entirely in the borough of Fulham and Hammersmith. We do agree on that, right? Steven?
Yeah, technically it is.
Entirely, the entire property is in Fulham. That means that that means that historically Fulham has since 1905 has had two teams, and most of the time that it's been in Division 1 or whatever, they've always played in Fulham at Stamford Bridge. And to my knowledge, they've never played at Battersea. I know that that Abramovich wanted to buy the Battersea location, right, and then turn it into so that Chelsea could really be a Chelsea team. Because I don't know if Nazayan knows. It's kind of like Nazayan, Chelsea. The team that's called Chelsea is like pretend they play in Monroe, Michigan, and then they call themselves the Detroit Lions or something like that. It's entirely in a different town. than the town they actually play in. So which is Fulham.
Phantom man, I always love.
we have this discussion every time we're on. You're on about.
Yeah.
No, but actually, in the beginning, it was because my loyalty to the borough of Fulham, which gave me the option to be a Chelsea fan. It's not the other way around. I'm loyal to the borough of Fulham, and because Chelsea is a Fulham team, I can also be a Chelsea fan. Okay, I'm sorry, I went on too long.
Yeah, that's
but
okay.
Anyway,
that's okay. Phantom.
I'll sign off now so you can get back to your other topics. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Phantom.
Yes.
I was able to meet one of your legends, Michael Owen, and also Owen Hargreaves. I met them and took pictures with them. So yeah, I met your legend, Michael Owen. Michael Owen, Manchester United player.
Michael Owen.
Ex-player.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in Manchester United to make a short-term profit.
No,
as soon as the deal is over, I will never be in, because after the buyback, they won't allow anybody to be ownership, in Man United except for Qatar. So
all right,
I'm not really a fan. I'm just an owner. I own the team, but I'm a fan of Chelsea, Fulham, and Dortmund. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Phantom.
Bye-bye.
So it's a pleasure.
Okay, I'll go back to the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
We've got official news from Chelsea, by the way.
Okay, Steven, share with us.
Yep. So Brazilian winger Angelo Gabriel has sealed a season-long loan to Liga side Strasbourg. For those of you who I'm sure you all know, Strasbourg is the club that our owners acquired that's based in France.
Oh boy.
So that's our first player that's gone on loan to them. I believe you're only allowed to loan 3 players to any one club. So technically, we could loan 2 more players to Strasbourg if we wish.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Stephen G, for the update. Gabriel, right? That's his name.
Angelo Gabriel.
Angelo Gabriel. Yeah, I think I got some few pictures on him, Angelo Gabriel. I think I saw him during the mixed zone preseason.
Oh yeah,
he's a very quiet guy, very very respectful guy. He got a little sense of humor. All right, so we're gonna read some few comments here coming from Daniel. Daniel said, "What do we all think of Munich preparing another bid for Harry Kane? I know Thomas Tuchel have Harry Kane in his lineup already, although they haven't secured the signature yet. He like Harry Kane. He wants him at the football club, which is Bayern Munich. But then Daniel Levy and his stubbornness and how difficult it is to do deals with Daniel Levy will make it difficult for. But then he has to think twice. The more difficult he makes for the Harry Kane, the sale of Harry Kane, either he stay at the football club, he leave freely next summer. It means Daniel Levy can lose 85 million or 90 million that Bayern Munich are trying to put on the table to get Harry Kane. He's going to lose that money. And also, it doesn't give much time for Postecoglou to be able to get another player in. If either Harry Kane leaves on time, for Postecoglou to assess other options, or he stays, and then Postecoglou knows this is who I'm working with as my striker going forward. Or maybe Daniel Levy loses over 80 million on Harry Kane for him to leave free at the football club. So he should assess these things very well. The longer it takes, it becomes difficult for Postecoglou to do his job. Stephen, what do you make of Daniel Craig's comment? Question.
Was it the one about Harry Kane?
Yeah, Harry Kane.
I'm not sure how much longer this will go. I don't think it'll go. I think this will probably be the final offer. We were said it'd be a final offer last time. We were told that anyway. Yeah. But I think this really might be because obviously the season starts on the weekend. For English team, Premier League teams, I should say. The English teams below the Premier League have already started their season. So I doubt that anything's going to happen after the first game of the season, but you never know. But I said to you, didn't I? I said I wouldn't be. I don't know if I said it on stream. I said I wouldn't be surprised if Daniel Levy decides not to sell him, even though he might not sign an extension, right? Because that's one more season of income from Harry Kane shirt sales, and he's your best chance at getting European football. So Daniel Levy might say, you know what, I'll take the risk, because technically the benefits of having him, you get more money through the shirt sales, more income. Yeah. And if you get Champions League football, you get even more prize money and stuff like that. So technically, I wouldn't be... Well, I say technically, that's not even what should be used here. It would not surprise me one bit if Daniel Levy does that. I see it as a typical Daniel Levy type move.
Spot on. Okay. What haven't we talked about? We've gone beyond. Yeah, we've gone. It's time up to draw the curtains. We've talked about Nkunku. We've talked about Fabrizio Romano's on Nkunku. I think we haven't talked about Nkunku yet, but we got.
Oh my! So Tottenham are playing Barcelona in a pre-season friendly. Yeah.
Right now.
The lineup's just come out.
Yeah,
so you would think it's the last game, it'd be a strong team, yeah?
Mhm.
Let's just say it's not particularly... well, it's sort of strong, but it's not at the same time. Harry Kane don't even make the bench. Son's on the bench. They're starting that Solomon guy they got from Shakhtar on a free. Richarlison and Perisic as well. Lo Celso, Basuma, Skip, Rahulion Sanchez, Dyer as captain, Pedro Porro, and then that goalkeeper they got from, I think it was Atalanta. So it's not even that strong a team. It's actually quite bad, especially for your last preseason game.
Big up to you, Paul Nyaku. Paul Nyaku said, I'm worried about our left side defense. We need Caicedo to help close the gap whenever they are overrun. The left side, which is it depends. It depends on who we're starting at the left hand side. We have Ben Chilwell over there. We have Cucurella also over there, and we have in the middle
Levi Colwell.
Levi Colwell. So we shouldn't have a problem. Daniel, I mean Paul. Sorry, Paul. We shouldn't have that much of a problem. Let me share this real quick. Steven haven't seen this either. Let me share this. Steven, this is one of our goals. This is one of our goals before, I think, against Brighton when Mr. Jackson scored that goal. I was able to catch all the glimpses and then the images over there. And this is from my personal camera. That is when Jackson was being laid the ball. That was a trooper. The build-up coming in. Jackson receives the ball. There he goes. Him and the goalkeeper one-on-one.
Yeah, I've not seen this.
Yeah. Let me take the... Yeah, I'm trying to put those pictures together to make a video, like an image that turns into a video, like the build up to when they go and then the celebration. So you see Jackson running off there. I was right there by the goalpost. Didn't go in the press box at that time. So you see that's who just left on loan, right? Angela, right? That's him over there.
Yeah.
Angelo. Yeah. That's Jackson. These are all my personal camera. I was right there. So
that media access.
Absolutely. I was right there, taking all those shots. I have a video also when they scored. So yeah, this is my personal camera taking these images. That's how far I can go.
If you ever post them, put like a watermark or something on it.
A watermark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like if you ever actually post them.
Okay, so no one copies it, right?
Yeah.
So it was tons of pictures that I took from my personal camera. I think this is another pass, which resulted into a goal. Did you see that red card that came in earlier on, Steven? For Brighton red card. He had, I think.
Yeah.
They finished the game with a 10-man. But So we talked about Nkuku. We've talked about Nkuku already. I think we've covered almost everything. We'll be back again, guys. We will be back again with another news on this platform. Thank you very much, Stephen G. Anything you want to say before we bring the stream to an end?
The usual.
Oh,
Like,
Daniel,
and subscribe.
hold on a second. I think now Casado is refusing to train and play. We should hopefully get the deal done this week. Yes, if the player wants to be in the club that bad, he has to push his way. That's
And
what
he
we
is
can
now.
say.
He definitely is now.
So he has to push his way.
I've got something to mention to you when we get off stream on this.
Okay. Thank you. So guys, so this is what I provide to you guys when I had a chance. You know, I have the access, and we are trying another thing. We're trying to push our way into Stamford Bridge. Every time the team plays, we have to get you the team news and also get you press conference reaction from Mauricio Pochettino. I have done a lot of these over the preseason time, and I have, like I said, lots of news that I can play on my own platform here. This is another interview that I had with Adam Lallana. That's me over there. If you guys haven't seen this, it's there. The news is right on YouTube. You can watch it. That's a good interview from me and then Adam Lallana after the game. So it's right there. You guys can what do we have there? This is Sky Sports talking to. I couldn't get more of this. Yeah, Nicholas Jackson. I couldn't get more of that because Sky Sports were right in front of me and I couldn't get there. And feel bad that you guys can hear the sound over here. So, what else do I have? What else do I have left? This one's also coming with a sound. I think I recorded this one after the goal was being scored. So it was very loud over there. And I think the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, it was loud over there. So some few things that I did. Enzo Fernandez coming down with Modric right behind him. The team went on a halftime break, so I'll compile this and put it all together to make it the highlights or maybe an intro or outro for the platform. So we'll see you guys again another time. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow we might come up with some other news depending on what is going on. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Steven. You are on the platform and I took the mic away from you.
No, just the usual stuff. Like the stream, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and make sure you turn the bell notifications on. Make sure it's on all. You never miss a stream. If he uploads any short videos, then you'll get notifications for them as well.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll be back before too long.
All right. Thank you very much. Everyone have a good night's sleep. We'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Along. Bye-bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.